Hi everybody, thanks for checking out my review for this 16-ton hydraulic wire crimper. I picked this thing up because it's one of those tools I don't really use a lot, but when you need it, it's really nice to have around. So I didn't want to spend a fortune on a name brand one. I decided to try this one. I've never tried this company before, but I'm actually pretty impressed with this little wire crimper. So I thought I'd run you through it so you can kind of see. We'll start here with the case. It comes with a really nice case. This is just a hard plastic case. One thing that I did like about it, though, is that you can tip it upside down, move it how you want, and you can see that all of these are still in place. This one's not because it was over there. So you can see one more time, all those dies are still in place. That was kind of important to me because I didn't want a die that would go crazy. I do want to go to one of my only complaints with this, and that's that there's not enough spots for this last set of dies. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. I'll probably talk to the company and see if I'm installing these wrong. It looks like from their picture that this spot actually doesn't exist in theirs, and they fit two that way and then another one. So I don't know why there's just one die that doesn't work, and then one stays inside in there to use, and so I don't really count that. So depending on how you're looking at it, there might be one or two spots open, so that doesn't make any sense, but whatever. It still works great. So let's go ahead. Each of these are marked with a size. We'll get the second complaint out of the way, and that I have no idea what size this is. So basically, it's just a trial and error. So it's not too big of a deal. All you're going to do is you're going to take, let me show you these. You're going to take the dies and you're going to set them so that there's a little bit of space. If this was your terminal, you would put a little bit of space like that on it and then crimp it down. So you just basically size based on the size of the hole. So all right, so for use, basically all you do is slide that in there, put your pin through, then you can open that up and put the terminal in, kind of tighten it down with this. This is an on and off valve, so basically you can see that piston, when you turn it off, that piston actually drops down. And then when I think they call it like an oil bypass valve or something. So then you turn it to the on position and you can crank this thing up. There you go. So you can see that that's all there is to it, really. And you just want it to crimp to the point where these two metal pieces are touching. So if there was a wire in there, you just crimp it this way until those are touching, and then call it good. It does have a safety relief valve, which I like as well, so you can't over pressurize it, but it's good practice to not, let's focus there, good practice to not put too much strain on that. You're going to hit that off button, you see the piston drop back down, and you're good to store. So all in all, it's actually a really good price. I think I paid right around $50 for it, which isn't too much more than, just like the cheapy Harbor Freight hand crimpers. So I'm happy with it for the price. I think you guys will be too. I'm debating whether or not to give it 4 stars. Really the only complaint I have is that I can't find a spot for that last set of dies. But other than that, everything else about this tool, I'm really, really pleased with it. I think you guys will be too. For the price, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's there when you need it, and it functions wonderfully. You can see there was no binding when I was moving it. The piston drops back down nice and smoothly. Everything functions really well on this thing. So I'm happy with it. I think I'm going to give it 5 stars, but I'm going to try it out, goof around with it a little bit more, and you'll see my final ranking in the write-up.